Homebrew.
Coming at ya.
Hey, we're in a different spot. Look, this is my grandparents' table. Solid maple. I love it.
Yeah, you
Just
can
a-
really tell from this angle that it's a new table.
It's beautiful. I'm gonna refinish it eventually. I've done some work on it, but now we're gonna do some work on this beer. Here we go.
Here we go, yeah.
It's Piper's Moon. It's a dark chocolate porter. It's from Vanguard Brewing out of Wilsonville, Oregon. Have you ever had any beers from Vanguard?
I have.
Yeah.
My friends actually love to go to Vanguard.
Oh, nice. I'll have to check it out. That sounds awesome. Let me tell you a little bit about this, though. It is a 5% beer, and a porter, as we said. But what's amazing about it are what's in it. And you're going to see down here this little tiny logo thing. That's Moonstruck. Moonstruck
Yes.
Chocolates, my wife's favorite chocolate location. So we're going to tell you a little about that, this collaboration with Moonstruck. They're using 25 pounds of high-quality Moonstruck cocoa powder and then 25 pounds of rare single origin Peruvian cocoa nibs found in their Fortunato 4 bar. And Barbara and I both tried that bar. Dang, that was an amazing bar. They had some tasters out. The cocoa nibs from the Fortunato 4 comes from what they call Pure Nacional Cocoa, the ultimate single origin pods of white and purple cocoa beans. Now you heard it, not like that dark brown, walnut color, but they're actually white cocoa beans and purple cocoa beans, and they come from a remote canyon in Peru.
Hey, we love Peru.
We've both been, that's right.
Yes.
They say it brings in hints of floral, fruity, and nutty flavors. And this valley, this canyon, was originally discovered in the early 1800s. So
That's pretty good.
we got some fun history here too. Let's get it cracked open.
Now, the real question is how expensive was this can?
Actually, the can
beer.
was about $5. So
That's not too
special
bad.
chocolates, I thought that was a deal.
Especially knowing how overpriced Moonstruck
Yes,
is.
absolutely right.
That symbol on there means you got something.
Cha-ching!
But if your wife loves it, you buy it.
Oh, that's right. So I poured this pretty aggressively, and you just really see there's really no head on this
Yeah,
whatsoever.
There's nothing on there.
But I could smell it as it was pouring. So
Yeah.
it's pretty darn dark. You can see it's really a deep walnut kind of a color, I would say, or mahogany.
There we go.
Oh, you swirled and got head?
Kind of got some head there. It's definitely,
Okay.
yeah, it's a nice dark tan.
See what Christian thinks about this
Nice
porter.
and creamy. Oh, this is a porter?
Yeah, dark chocolate
I wasn't
porter.
paying attention.
And it definitely smells like a porter. You get that nice roasty quality that you would expect from a porter.
You get that dry cocoa.
Yeah, and you're right about that. It really is like a dry cocoa. It reminds me a little bit of an export style stout even, But there is like an extra chocolate scent to it. And you can tell that it was like a cocoa powder. It comes off, part of it is like a dry chocolate,
Yeah, for sure, yeah, you definitely get that.
But you get like some other essences of chocolate, which is really hard to describe. And I do get a light nuttiness on it as well.
Yeah, I'm intrigued because I wasn't listening to anything Dad said. I just realized this is 5%, so this is going to be intriguing.
It's a nice aroma. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's got that, I don't know, like, you get a little bit of that lactose smell to it also.
Yeah, maybe milky. Yeah, you do a little bit, don't you?
Yeah.
Huh.
All right, well,
That's
cheers.
interesting.
Let's
Yeah,
see,
cheers.
Let's see where this goes.
Has an interesting bitterness to it. It's one of the things I want to mention. And I don't know how to describe, the bitterness isn't like a harsh bitterness. I'm not describing anything like that at all. It's like a chocolate bitterness is what it is. It reminds me a little bit of like a semi-sweet dark like chocolate, but oftentimes when dark chocolate it doesn't have that high sweetness. And I think that's kind of the quality that you're getting coming through on it.
What percent cacao was this?
You know, I'd have to go back and look that up, but I could tell you it's probably like one of those 84%
Yeah, I was gonna say
chocolates.
it's gonna be high percentage because it is that dry cacao bitterness.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's definitely there, and it's really light on the tongue, like a porter should be. You get that little bit of milky flavor. It's super light on the tongue. It's not heavy whatsoever.
For porter, I would say it's full flavored. It really is that dark chocolate quality.
Yeah, I'm not really a porter guy in sense because I prefer stout. But
Yeah.
this is pretty good,
Yeah.
and you can tell it's very. It's a quality make on this to be able to extract that cacao like bitterness and let it stand out.
So they really did a nice job balancing it out and allowing these chocolate flavors to kind of come through on this beer.
Yeah.
It's Rusty approved. That's right. Beer Dog liked it.
Yeah.
But we'll go a step farther. It was approved by Kahlua Barb. That's right. She
That's
even
really good.
took a taste, which is even rarer. She also mentioned, though, that the finer chocolates have a little bit of that bitter edge quality that we were describing. So that tells us that, yes, this was a high-quality chocolate, and that flavor was coming through.
And that they brewed it properly.
Yeah.
So that it could portray what they were
Yeah.
trying to do.
Allow the chocolate to shine. And I think they did a super job. So in terms of the brewing process, I have to give a super big thumbs up to Vanguard Brewing for doing that. So we got to get into rating. So in terms of styles, it's not quite in the category of robust porter. It's just really a regular porter.
Yes.
There's certain qualities, though, that makes me think of a Baltic porter, because sometimes with those beans, it brings in some different qualities and makes me think of that a little bit. But as far as porters go, I think it's just a really good porter. And it's got some unique qualities coming in with it. I'm going to give this a 92.
Yeah, I was kind of in that range. I think it's a good porter. I've had other porters that just blow my mind. And so I'm going to sit right there at the 89.
Overall, it's a really solid beer. It's definitely a solid B-range beer. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I've got to put it about, an 86, I think.
Yeah. I'm going to go lower than Dad again as usual. I think I put it at an 85. It's still a good beer. It's got great qualities that you can taste. You can see the quality they put in and made it certain ways. So in that aspect, I actually respect the brewers on what they did.
Right.
And I thought they did a great job portraying what they did.
Here it is again. It's the Piper's Moon. It's a dark chocolate porter made by Vanguard Brewing in collaboration with Moonstruck Chocolates. This is definitely, I think, a fun one to buy, especially if you're local to the area, because this is a Northwest chocolatier. This is Kevin.
And this is Christian.
We're saying life's too short,
To drink cheap beer
and we'll see you
on the next beer review.